Finally, after one of the driest weeks ever with no One Piece chapter or no One Piece episode, we're back, and I genuinely don't even think we understand the amount of huge and generational week is ahead of us. Bro, not only we just left out the driest week ever with no episode and no chapter, now we're back with an absolute banger of a chapter. Bro, it's a guarantee at this point that this chapter is gonna be absolutely amazing, and the episode that we're back with a One Piece episode after 2 weeks of a wait, and the episode is gonna be directed by Akihiro Ota, and it is absolutely guaranteed that we're gonna get an amazing episode, and the chapter is ahead of us is an absolute guaranteed a generational chapter at this point. So before I start the video, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like daily One Piece content, because I'm sure you'll fall in love with this channel, and let's get into the video. And starting with the chapter, I genuinely believe that there's no way next week's chapter is not gonna be absolutely incredible and absolutely 10 out of 10 chapter, because when you think about the previous chapter that we left off, it's Rocksteady's epic, Whitebeard, Kaido, Roger, and Garp in front of Imu-sama. At this point, it is absolutely guaranteed that next week's chapter is gonna be a 10 out of 10, because at this point, there's no way we're gonna get an okay chapter. There's no way we're gonna get a 8 out of 10 chapter. So thinking about it and thinking about what we're supposed to get next week's chapter, and I'm doing tomorrow's video is gonna be predictions for the next chapter 11 and 63. I'm so excited for the chapter because I genuinely want to see the reaction to Imu-sama and how Imu-sama would even react to all these guys finding out that Imu-sama actually exists. So the amount of interesting stuff that we're expected to see in the next week's chapter is just, dude, it leaves me with goosebumps. Like literally thinking about the next chapter, I genuinely believe that we're gonna get a generational chapter next week because of all the Imu-sama stuff. Imu-sama just arrived and all these guys just saw Imu-sama. I believe that technically we might get some Imu-sama power, because when you think about it, I think that Kaido will just go straight into attacking Imu-sama and he's gonna absolutely get his ass kicked and destroyed by Imu-sama. So we're technically gonna see some Imu-sama's power, because I know Oda just loves doing some parallels with the flashback and the real time with in Elbaf, like for example. So in God Valley we're gonna get some Imu-sama power, which is gonna be the same power that Imu-sama is gonna use with Gonku, Imu Gonku in current time in Elbaf, attacking or like fighting perhaps Luffy, Lucky, all these guys. So Oda just loves doing his parallels with the flashback and then going back into in real time. So I think that the power that we're gonna see from Imu-sama, especially in the next chapter, is gonna be that Imu-sama will attack Kaido, and the same power we're gonna see it with Imu Gonku, Gonku Imu, like getting back in Elbaf. So just thinking about next week's chapter, I genuinely believe that there's no way we're not gonna get an absolute 10 out of 10 chapter. And this leaves us to the episode, and this is why I'm saying that we're gonna absolutely get a generational week, because not only a great chapter is ahead of us, and perhaps like one of the best chapters in all of 2025. The episode we're gonna get not only from Ota, this is like a guaranteed, like animation wise, it's gonna absolutely be peak, bro. It's adapting chapter 11, 12. So, and that chapter, we just simply got one of the best things in Egghead arc, in my opinion. And let's get into the stuff that we got. The chapter itself was so good, and the episode will start with Franky beating the shit out of that annoying ass Vice Admiral, and he's simply gonna defeat him with one shot. And we're gonna get some continuity with Boney, and then we're gonna get Marcus Mars with York trying to destroy the Punk Records, and then Edison finally rescuing or saving the Punk Records from the hands of York and Marcus Mars. And then we're gonna get the emotional scene with Kako and Stussy simply talking. Like, we're finally gonna see the human side of Stussy, which we've never seen before. Like, kinda, we've seen it in the Vegapunk flashback, but at the same time we're gonna see it in the episode. And then we're gonna see Edison saving the Punk Records with an absolute epic scene. And like you guys see, Jupiter simply like absolutely swallowing everything, and then Luffy throwing bro, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be comedic and absolutely amazing. Luffy just punching that building into the mouth of Jupiter. This is gonna look absolutely incredible. And then one of the most anticipated scenes, in my opinion, Luffy doing the Red Rock and attacking Valkyrie. Bro, this scene, I've seen some leaks for this scene, like it happened in Comic-Con, I think, last week. Bro, this scene is gonna absolutely be generational. And then in the final page, we're gonna witness one of the most terrifying final pages and final scenes in the episode, with Nosujuru showing up in front of the rest of these Straw Hats with Boney and Atlas. And then we're gonna see Marcus Mars finding the Dendamushi. Bro, this final page alone, and Luffy attacking Walker with Red Rock, and all this, and of course, bro, Jupiter swallowing the building. Bro, I'm telling you, this episode is gonna absolutely be incredible, and I genuinely believe that this week is about to be generational. I think we're gonna witness one of them. Like, the thing is with One Piece in 2025, like, every week feels like it's the best week ever, because the amount of great stuff we're getting from the anime and the manga, of course, bro, it's simply just a masterpiece. So like I said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe to all that stuff. Mwah.